Imagine going to sleep on October 4th, 1582, and waking up the next morning on October 15th. No dreams, no warning, no explanation. 10 full days erased from history. People panicked. Some believed time itself had been stolen. Others thought the world was ending. But this was not a myth. This really happened. Today, we uncover the true story of the 10 days that disappeared from history. To understand this mystery, we must go back more than 2,000 years. In ancient Rome, time was measured using the Julian calendar, introduced by Julius Caesar in 45 BC. It was revolutionary for its time. One year had 365 days, with a leap year every 4 years. But there was a problem. The Earth doesn't orbit the Sun in exactly 365.25 days. The real number is 365.2422 days. That tiny difference, just 11 minutes per year, slowly began to add up. At first, no one noticed, but after centuries, the calendar drifted away from reality. Seasons no longer matched the dates. Spring slowly shifted earlier. Religious festivals began falling on the wrong days. Time itself was slipping out of alignment. By the 1500s, the problem had become impossible to ignore. The Christian Church depended on accurate dates, especially for Easter, the most important religious celebration. But Easter was drifting further away from its intended season. By 1582, the calendar was 10 days off. For the Church, this wasn't just inconvenient, it was dangerous. If holy days were celebrated on the wrong dates, it threatened religious authority itself. So Pope Gregory XIII made a bold decision. He would fix time. Pope Gregory introduced a brand new system, the Gregorian calendar. But correcting 10 days of error required something radical. Those 10 days had to disappear. So a decree was issued. In countries that accepted the new calendar, Thursday, October 4th, 1582, would be followed immediately by Friday, October 15th, 1582. No October 5th, no October 6th, all the way to October 14th. They were simply deleted. Time jumped forward. History skipped a beat. People were terrified. Imagine being told that 10 days of your life were taken away. Workers demanded their wages. Are we being paid for those missing days? Others believed their lives had been shortened. Others accused the Church of stealing time. Rumors spread across cities. Time theft, end of days, divine punishment. In the streets, confusion ruled. But what made it worse was that not everyone accepted the change. Catholic countries adopted the Gregorian calendar quickly. Spain, Italy, Portugal, France. But Protestant and Orthodox nations refused. They didn't trust the Pope. England, for example, waited until 1752, almost 170 years later. When England finally switched, it had to remove 11 days instead of 10. September 2nd was followed by September 14th. Protests erupted. People reportedly shouted, "Give us our 11 days back!" For decades, different countries lived in different times. A date in one nation was a different day in another. Global chaos ruled the calendar. Here's the truth. No one actually lost days of life. The missing days were already incorrect. they never truly existed in the natural cycle of Earth. The calendar was corrected to match reality. Time wasn't stolen, it was repaired. But the psychological shock left a scar on history. Today, nearly the entire world uses the Gregorian calendar. Every date you trust, every birthday, every historical event, all shaped by a decision to erase 10 days from existence. History didn't just record time, it edited it. And those 10 lost days remain one of the strangest moments the world ever experienced. Time feels permanent, but history proves even time can disappear.